How are carriers and integrators setting up for the rest of the year?
Well, I know with the integrators, particularly UPS and FedEx, what they're doing is right now the volumes have been on a decline after reaching record highs during the pandemic period. They're having to match their network with the lower volumes. So they do expect an uptick in that second half of the year as far as volumes, but nowhere near what it was just a couple of years ago. So what they're doing is they're reducing those hours for the air. They are actually shutting down. UPS actually said on their earnings call last week, the first quarter earnings, that they're actually shutting down some of their sorting facilities to drive more volumes to their more automated larger hubs. And we're seeing this again with FedEx. There's a lot of cost cutting going on, not only from them, but also UPS. But we hear more about the FedEx situation. So FedEx is shutting down facilities. They're grounding planes and such as that as well.
What exactly is going on at FedEx, Kathy? Can you tell me? They're trying to find $6 billion of cost savings, right? This is going to result in a huge company-wide reorganization. Loads of offices are going to be closed. We'll be seeing less
Yeah,
flights, maybe less
yeah.
contractors on the ground side. Go on, please explain that song and verse.
Those are good questions. A lot of people still have those questions even after FedEx had a special call back in April to go over this whole cost cutting plan that they have. But yeah, so originally how they were set up, it was very siloed. You had the FedEx Ground, you had FedEx uh, Express, and you had FedEx Freight. They operated in each of those silos, and they didn't really talk to each other very much. And that was a problem, of course, because at UPS, everyone talks to each other. Ground talks to air, air talks to whomever, and so on. UPS is more agile. FedEx wasn't agile. So back in 2020, they did start this process of trying to cut cost, have FedEx Express, FedEx Ground working together with Ground making a lot of the deliveries on behalf of FedEx Express because Ground is not unionized, FedEx Express is. It's a higher cost. And then the pandemic hit, and that all kind of went out the window as they had to address higher demand. Well, now they're back at it, and it has been very painful because FedEx has accrued a good bit of cost during the pandemic as well. They've invested in automating facilities. They've had to increase wages, hire more people, and so on. So this has been a painful situation. And that, yes, they are grounding planes because they don't need them right now because the volumes aren't there. They are basically matching their network to a lower level of volume. More stuff is going to be transported on ground, meaning trucks, meaning vans, and so on, less in the air, which is gonna be interesting. Now, yeah, ground is being merged into express. That's the big question. How is that gonna work? Nobody really knows for sure. They seem to think they know, but they're not sharing it with us, the public. So, is ground gonna make all the deliveries, for FedEx Express? We're not sure. They said it was gonna be more of a hybrid solution. We'll see.